Hi friends, welcome to our holiday challenge. So this challenge works a little bit differently from our other challenges, and there's another video that kind of walks you through that, but we are still gonna have a mindset practice each week of this challenge. I'm just gonna structure them a little bit differently, mostly so that you can just focus on taking action on a particular thought rather than having to spend time journaling. I know this is a busy time of the year. I just want it to be really actionable for you. So we're gonna kick off with this mindset practice, and this is something that I want you to extend not just for this first week, but this is going to be an overarching thing that we're working on now through the end of the year and potentially for the rest of our lives. This is a practice that I'll let you in on a little secret. I have been working on quietly by myself for about 3 weeks. And I always like to work mindset stuff through myself before I bring it to you. And I'm blown away by the amazing shifts that are flowing from this really simple practice. So of course, I wanted to bring it to you. I'm going to warn you, it's a little uncomfortable, but I promise you'll be so grateful that you did it. So here's the challenge. The mindset practice this week. This is a declaration that you're going to repeat over and over and over and over to yourself for as many times a day as you can remember throughout the entire holiday season. The declaration is, I love myself. I love myself. Now, I know I'm calling it a declaration because a declaration is something that is set out at the beginning of a state. And I'm calling it that because you might not feel that it's true right now. And I'll tell you, when I first started this a few weeks ago, I would say to myself, I love myself, either out loud or in my head. I'll tell you the different times I've been saying it. But I would say it, and then another voice in my head would say, no, you don't. Or you don't love, it would pick apart something. This voice in my head would say, how can you love yourself when you didn't get everything done on your to-do list, when you snapped at your children, when you did X, Y, or Z? I would have all this dialogue running in my head about reasons why I shouldn't love myself. And listen, that may or may not happen for you. It's definitely what happened to me, but I committed. I kept saying it, and I would say, I love myself. Here's when I said it. I would say it in the shower out loud. I would say it in the mirror when I was like brushing my teeth or getting ready to brush my teeth or wash my hands. I would say it if I was sitting anywhere by myself, like when I would sit down at my computer to do work. I would say, I love myself. I love myself. And every time I thought of it, I would say it. Now, if I was in the presence of other people, like I'm telling all of you, because I think of you guys as my inner circle, my peeps, but I didn't say it aloud, not even in front of my husband or anyone else. If I was with someone else and I felt it, I remembered to say it, I would just say it in my head, I love myself, right in the middle of a conversation. And here's the really amazing thing that flows from this. When we love ourselves, we act, think, and speak in a very particular way. So when I would say to myself, if that's true, that I really love myself, would I speak this way to myself? Would I say these words? Would I eat this food? Would I roll out my yoga mat right now and do 10 minutes of practice? Would I take a quick break and do this simple exercise? If I love myself, would I do this, have this conversation, whatever? And this is so powerful for the holidays because there's a lot of temptations, and mostly people talk about like food temptations and stuff like that. And yeah, that's there, but there's also a temptation to completely neglect our self-care. And by that, I mean things like healthy moving, but also things like boundaries. And we're going to be around people and in situations that can cause all kinds of stuff to bubble up. And I just want you to have this grounding, I love myself truth, and make your decisions, think, act, and speak accordingly as if that is the truest truth for you, because I want it to be. So many wonderful things can flow for you from that. Guys, I know this is tough. I've been doing it for a few weeks, and I really was like afraid to bring it to you. Oh, they're going to think I'm crazy, but I know this is powerful, and I will, over the course of the next few weeks, think about sharing some of the really wonderful things that have flowed for me. But I am less stressed. I am better at taking care of myself. I'm kinder in my relationships. And really important stuff is happening for me by being less hard on myself and fully really choosing to love myself in my complete humanness and brokenness. I'm choosing to love myself anyway because I believe that I am loved. My personal belief is that I am loved from above and that you are as well. So I just want you to see that and feel it in a very real way this holiday season. All right, friends, have a wonderful week. And here's to our healthiest holiday season yet.